everyone. Um, there's just something that I wanted to talk with you about today, and from the title you might have guessed that it has something to do with sex and gender. Um, I wrote down some thoughts on the topic, so I'm gonna read it to you. So, basically, I was wondering, why do people find it so threatening? The idea that somebody doesn't conform to the expectations we've put on them. When somebody presents a masculine appearance, we expect them to have an array of biological qualities that we find synchronous with their appearance. We expect them to have a penis. We expect them to have a Y chromosome. If these qualities do not encourage sync, something's wrong with that person. They pose some sort of threat. So we have to insult them and ridicule them. Something is unnatural about someone who doesn't meet our expectations. So let me explain a little something to you about gender and sex. Most people don't see them as separate entities, but the fact is that they are. Sex is our biological sex, in binary terms, male or female. It refers to an array of biological qualities that we think should determine gender. Gender is a socially constructed binary, which in the Western world means woman or man, girl or boy. We expect that biological sex determines gender. Someone who is male will be a boy or a man. Someone who is female will be a girl or a woman. However, it's not quite so simple. Let's start at the beginning. There is sex. You may think that sex is very cut and dry, right? You're male or you're female. 100%, no questions, right? Wrong. Nature isn't so binary as we like to think. There are a variety of intersex conditions that result in ambiguous sex. When we think of a male, he has XY chromosomes, a penis, and male internal organs. However, a person could actually have XY chromosomes, male internal organs, and externally present a vagina, naturally, no surgery. How does this happen? It's a condition known as CAIS, complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. These women, and they are almost always women, not men, are biologically both male and female. Things start off normally for a CAIS person in the womb. The XY chromosomes signal the fetus to create testes, which produce the testosterone and would normally start the fetus on its way to becoming fully male. However, something goes wrong when the fetus tries to use the testosterone. It's missing enzymes in every cell of its body that take the testosterone and send the signal to the brain. We've got testosterone, do something about it. That's missing. So what does the body do? It thinks it doesn't have enough testosterone, so it produces more. As a result, these fetuses are washed with testosterone, and in any other case would become super masculine. My earphone thing is falling off a bit, but anyway. Due to missing enzyme factors, the fetus never responds to the testosterone in the body. It acts like it's not there. So externally, a vagina develops instead of a penis. And because the body can't respond to the testosterone, the girl grows up like a girl. Testes do produce a small amounts of estrogen, so there's no problem with femininity. Many girls with CAS don't present any symptoms until they reach puberty and begin to wonder where their period is. So since they don't have ovaries, they can't ovulate. Since they don't have a uterus, they don't have a period. It's only then that they go to the doctor and find out that they have CAIS and are made from genetically male material. This is just one of the prominent examples of the ways in which biological sex is not cut and dry. And as for sociological sex, otherwise known as gender, gender is entirely socially constructed. Gender may take cues from biological sex, but they aren't the same thing. Gender is just something we made up. Think of it as our society's way of trying to identify what's inside our pants and the regular people that we see day to day in our lives. We want predictability. We want to know what's in their pants, so if we have sex with them, we aren't surprised by what we find. But what's wrong with being surprised? What's wrong with falling in love with somebody whose face they present to the world and accepting that person's genitals, genetic material, and organs for what they are? Why do we get mad when somebody's internal code is different from what we expect from their social cues? Don't you think that if you love somebody, you should love them no matter what's in their pants? That's not part of what kind of person they are. That's part of their genetic code. if your partner were to say to you one day, you know what, I've been wearing colored contacts. My eyes are actually brown, even though I've been showing you blue ones. Would you actually care that much? Or if, as a man, you fall in love with a woman and after you've been dating for a few months, she has something to tell you. Due to an accident, she's had to have her breasts removed and now she sports plastic surgery on her breasts. You never suspected, but do you really care when she tells you? Or if your partner, after 6 months of dating, tells you there was an accident when I was born or conceived, something happened to my body that didn't happen to my brain, and as you press them for more information, you find out that despite all the appearances, she's genetically male. Or she's genetically ambiguous. She doesn't really know what her sex is supposed to be, and the doctors don't seem to know either. Or if your partner, after a year of dating, tells you, I'm a trans woman, I've had surgery, and now every external part of me is female, and I have male genetic code, and I'm biologically male. I feel like a woman. Don't you think I feel like a woman? Don't you think I look like a woman? Don't you think I could love you like a woman? Can't you love me like a woman? I can't have children, but lots of women are infertile. It's no big deal, we can adopt. Won't you stay with me? These are just some scenarios, some stuff I was thinking, and I really want to share this and see what people think. 'Cause I personally, I'm of the mindset that once you meet somebody, you like them, and anything you find out after that shouldn't really change what you think of them, especially something as trivial as the shape of one of their genetic parts or their chromosomes. Like, you wouldn't analyze any other part of their chromosomal code. But when it comes to sex, we analyze that over and over. And in our society, we've got so many divides, and we act like men and women are so different. But there's never been any proof that I've seen, and I mean, I studied this in school. There's never been any proof that men and women's brains are any different. The only thing that happens is the hormones that we respond to, and those are produced by our testicles or our ovaries. So when it all comes down to it, the person that you see has been made by society. Every person that you see. And whether they're a man or a woman, that didn't come from when they were born. That came from what we decided after we saw their genitals and decided to treat them a certain way. Just think about that and respond with nice things. If you're mean or if you're stupid, I'm just gonna remove your comment. Thanks.